question on everybody's mind right now is, are we going lower? Are we going higher? Where is the market, headed in terms of the CPI that's going to be delayed? Our intel says that the CPI report has already been released. If it's not 3%, guys, we're going to have a very, very hard time using this data in the future. So I'm very, very cautious with data. We're going to stick with our dark pools and all our other AI resources. If it's 3%, we'll give credit where credit is due. But as of right now, I'm kind of concerned about the data. But we had said that the dip was about 2%. Our guys saw some new dark pools that we're going to discuss. I suspect we're going to go higher. But on the daily, if you looked at it, it was actually a very, very clear bear fact. Now, we don't trade patterns because patterns fail all the time. The market goes up way more than it goes down. So a bear flag could easily break, and to the upside and become just, a short squeeze. So we take dark pools one level at a time. If you saw from our previous video, we had posted that we had taken a dark pool in this area. AI fired off immediately. So what we did was, as soon as this 10 SMA confirmed, and we had said at the time, there was no dark pools higher. So the market was looking for liquidity, but there was nothing to do, in this area other than, sell every pop. Again, under the 10 SMA, you take a little bit of a long, but we saw some short coming in on FXI, which is the China ETF. Somebody was shorting it heavily, and it didn't make any sense. So as soon as this hit, we had posted, we took 657 puts because our AI said that we were coming down to actually 657 was the target. But again, we don't assume. Once we started, breaking down, we were running stop. I know that I personally hit on on most of my position, got stop loss right here at the 659 bounce. And then when this rejected here, I reinitiated, but very, very much smaller. And then now we know that we found support at 646. Now on the daily, 642 is support. This is a support area on the actual daily. Now, that's relative, right? Because supports can move up and down. But what did I tell everybody? The market likes to fling back. So again, here I took my short. This green candle broke me down and I took a long, very small long. Why? Because we were too far from the 10 SMA on every single timetable. But again, my priority is the long side always. I don't care how bearish the market is. I had puts, which we had been talking about, and then I take my long. So what happened? I knew that the whales were buying on Friday. I saw the dark pools coming in that were buying, and our algo triggered off that we were going to rebound, possibly into the 666 area. Right, we haven't quite hit it, but again, once we got up and with the 10 SMA, I told my guys I told the team, start taking profits. We have no idea how we're going to come up. We do have a dark pool at 665, but the AI is at 666. Right? Could it be that CPI comes in lower than 3%, which would be a very, very suspicious number because the models are all clear? But let's just say the BLS is correct. It's less, it's a good print. Okay. We follow the dark pool that says we're going to come back. The AI actually says we're going to go to 666. We actually have a new dark pool at 675, which is much higher than the previous one. What does that mean for my team? We're buying dips on caution until we get all the liquidity out. I don't challenge the dark pool. It knows best. And on the daily, we're oversold. But let's just say you want to short. You say, well, 666 hits and then it rejects. By all means, take your short immediately down to, the first dark pool under 665, 664, your 10 SMA, and then run your stops. Do not assume that we're coming back down. Do not assume that we're going to 642. We don't know when that's going to happen or if it's going to happen. You take your trade down, put your stop loss, and let runners run. Once we break down over the 10 SMA, you should be running hard on stop because we know actually at the 660, 77 is also a lot of liquidity. We were running this for several weeks. So don't assume that we're going to break under or over, one level at a time. On the long side, you take your calls. And here, same thing. You don't know if we're going to keep going higher. Let runners run. I'm looking for possibly a retest of the 660 area, or if we gap fill around here at the 652, let's say 650 is a nice round number. Let's just say I want to see it come back here, turn this gap into support, and then we're off to the races again. We start burning liquidity until we get to 675 because the bear flag could easily fail and break out, and then there's no more bear flag. So don't assume we're going higher or going lower. But our immediate AI trigger is 666. Anything above that is a bonus. We know that 672 was a previous start pull. This is now our resistance. We may peak above to try to find some liquidity, but we're not here to guess. We're here to take one trade at a time, and we don't assume. If you want information on any particular tickers, comment below, and if we're actionable, you could take the one trade, or if you want to join our group, we'd love to have you. We're doing some great numbers. We're finding some great trades. Sometimes you get a great short. Mostly it's great longs, and we have other tickers as well that we will be